He's the passion guy. This is what is his nickname. Moustafa Hamwi, nice to meet you. Nice to have you here on our chair, and thanks you for joining us at Mad Talks.
Thank you. I love how mad you guys are.
We are very mad. But tell me, why are you so passionate that people call you the passion guy?
Well, it was funny because it was unintentional. And I need to rewind a little bit to tell you how I ended up being the passion guy. But I used to be in events, entertainment, and nightlife for many years in Dubai, and running a successful agency. Long story short, I kind of got fed up with my life and bought a one-way ticket to India. And on my journey in India, I met a Swami who's been in cave for 13 years. And then also came across a discovery about my health by coincidence, that I had a medical condition that healed within about a month, but it was pretty serious. It was non-cancerous, but it was a pretty serious condition.
Life-threatening?
No, it was not life-threatening, but it was one of those conditions that you're supposed to live with for the rest of your life. And I healed naturally within about 4 weeks, but that condition kind of pinched me, and it made me ask myself if this was it for me. If this was the last day of my life, or if this was a cancer, if this was something I don't discover today and it becomes a cancer. And I got paranoid about the whole story, that it became so real that this could have been it for me. This could have been the last day of my life. And I started asking myself questions, did my life really matter? And mainly I asked 3 key questions of myself. I said, did I fully live by doing the best I can with everything I have? Did I do and live a life that was truly meaningful to me? And did I leave any positive impact on the planet?
So did you?
The answer to all these questions were no. That made me think, well, if this was my judgment day, it's not going to be a good one. And I started becoming vicious. It was only probably a few months after that I decided to come back to Dubai after my journey. I went on 2012 on one-way ticket. 2013 I was back. 2013 I started doing these talks called Cavalli to Manali, where I share my story with people about passion. But it was called just Cavalli to Manali. And a few months later, I'm sitting on a terrace of a hotel, and a person passing by looks at me and goes, "Hey, you're that speaker guy." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You did your story about India." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You changed my life."
Well, what a nice compliment.
Yeah, but that was more than a compliment, because for me, that was my light bulb moment. I was looking for a purpose that would make me live fully, do something that was truly meaningful to me, and leave a positive impact to the world.
And
I didn't know the way.
Even if it's just one person.
And well, that one person was the trigger to say, I want to do that. And this is exactly what I want to do. So I started doing talks and workshops, and I got known to be the guy who's delivering these passion talks. And I'm sitting with friends of friends on a Saturday evening, and in Dubai, Saturday is the end of the week, Sunday is the beginning. And somebody says, "Oh God, tomorrow is Sunday, I got to go back to my work, I need some of your passion." And I go, Passion Sundays. I mean, I'm a media guy originally, so I was looking for a media idea similar to what you guys are doing, like Mad Radio, Mad Talks. I was looking for an idea around passion, and Passion Sundays was born. So I started interviewing all these speakers, authors, successful people, coaches, whoever has achieved something in their life, and asking them about passion. And I interviewed Professor Tony Buzan, the inventor of mind mapping. And
I know him, I've met him as well. And mind mapping was part of my university success, so to speak.
Yeah. So he's a phenomenal character. And after the interview, we go to a private event, and I've heard his talk. And he goes, he's talking, and I go backstage, and I'm, doing my thing, because I don't want to hear the same talk twice in the same day. And somebody says passion. He goes, "Passion? I know who you have to talk to. Where is he? The passion guy, the passion guy." He couldn't remember my name. He just says the passion guy. And I end up coming, and people are, "Hey, you're the passion guy." And it was easier for people to remember the passion guy than remember my name. And this is how I became the passion guy. So in a way, it was because of everything that I was doing. I was put in the right place, and then it was a joke, and it turned into something that became a reality. But from then I had to walk the talk, because now people are calling me the passion guy. And everybody that has a question about passion, they call the passion guy. So they call me and say, "What does passion mean? How to stay passionate?"
I was going to ask you that. How do you define passion?
So after years of research and all these interviews, I came up with a solid definition of passion, because when I started, I realized that there's no actual proper definition of passion. Passion in the dictionary is any compelling feeling. And then I'm like, okay, so that means doing what you love. Yeah, what you love gives you compelling feeling. Yeah, but doing what you love, everybody wants to do what they love. That's not real passion. And I'm like, okay, I was interviewing Brian Tracy, and he goes, "You're never going to be passionate about something that you're not good at." So then it became doing what you love, what you're good at, equally. And I'm like, okay, this is a better definition. If you do what you love and you're very good at it, that's called passion. Okay. And I was interviewing Fons Trompenaars. He wrote the book Riding the Wave of Culture, The Waves of Culture. He's the guy behind the whole culture, corporate culture movement. And he tells me, watch out for the wrong kind of passion can hurt the world. And I go, what do you mean wrong kind of passion? I'm the passion guy, all passion is good. He goes, really, think about Hitler. He was doing what he loves and he was really good at it, but he was not good for the world. So then I realized that the quality of your passion comes from the quality of your purpose. And the definition became doing what you love, what you're good at, and is of value to the world. Now I stuck with that definition for a while, and I'm working with people that doing what they love, they had a lot of potential and the world needs what they do, but they were not staying at it and things were dropping. And then I realized that the missing element here is consistency. So the definition became consistently doing what you love, what you're good at, and is of value to the world. And this is the definition of passion. Because if you're not consistent at it, it's just something that you're doing because you're excited. True passion will keep you at it. Even if you fail, you'll come back again, and you fail, you come back again. You get knocked out and you get back again.
So when were you most passionate about something?
Oh, every day of what I'm doing. I mean, I get fluctuations like everybody else. I get up and down, but my trajectory is upwards. So it's like this. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, but it's heading upwards because I don't allow the positive or negative, whichever it is, to overtake me. I get a success, it's beautiful. I get on stage, I get a nice moment, it's beautiful. But when it's over, and I need to get back to the next thing. So I enjoy to the max every moment I'm in. And sometimes I'm down. I'm the passion guy. If I'm really passionate, I'm really passionate. When I'm not passionate, I'm really not feeling passionate. So, and that gives me the drive. It's like a roller coaster. That downer goes down so strong that it gives me the drive to go up again. So I use the downers to prepare for the highs.
How did you make passion into a business?
That's a beautiful question. So what started happening
because if you tell your mom, Mom, my business is being passionate and selling that to people, and your mom will maybe go like, what is it that my son does?
Yeah, true, and that's something that I had to test my own definition of passion consistently. So I had to stay consistent at it for years until I got better at it. So doing what you love, so I really loved it. What I'm good at, the more time I spent at it, the better I get at the topic of passion and understanding what it is and how to deliver it. The missing link in turning anything into a business is what is of value to the world. So the question became, who wants passion? Students in the universities want passion. So universities bring me in to talk to the students and I get paid to do that. I've developed an online program called Passion Journey, which is the distillation of all the learnings to help people discover and live and stay on track with their passion. So now people pay me money for an online program that I put out to help you discover the passion and stay passionate. I'm delivering value. Companies got low employee engagement rates, got change of management, they've got challenges, tough markets, they want to grow, whatever is happening, they bring me in to talk to employees about passion. Leaders, so I'm talking to leaders, CEOs, business owners that are being challenged and don't have many people to talk to because they're on top of the chain. There's not many layers above them to talk to. So they bring me in and I talk to them, I start coaching them, working with them on staying passionate and focused. So you see, by providing value, you convert anything into business. It just happens that my business is passion.
We ask many of our guests about failure. What does failure mean to you, and have you ever failed?
Oh God, I fail every day. Failure is a building block. If you're not failing, you're never going to succeed. Let's just be clear. Anybody who says, I don't fail, is lying to themselves, or they're never leaving their comfort zone. Because if you're not making mistakes, it means you know what you're doing exactly. And when you know what you're doing exactly, you're not venturing out of your comfort zone. And let's be clear here. I'm not saying go out into the burnout zone, but there's a bore out zone also. So you got to find that middle ground between what's challenging for me. If I can do 10 push-ups and I do 10 push-ups, I'm never going to grow muscle. If I do 10 push-ups and I push myself to do 11, then 12, then 13, then that's going to become the new standard. And failure is only failure when you fail to get up again. But if you get up again, it becomes a learning. So I prefer to use the word learning than the word failure.
What advice would you give your, let's say, 14-year-old self? Anything that you would do differently?
Find your passion and dedicate the rest of your life towards making it happen, because you've only got one life and the day it's gone is never coming back. So for me to have started this passion search journey of my life when I'm in my mid-30s, I took that one-way ticket to India. I was 34, 35. I had to sacrifice a lot in my life, in my career, in my journey, and start from scratch. That took a lot for me to go up there, go down again, and climb another mountain. So I'd start as early as possible, discovering what I'm really passionate about, what I really love, and what I'm willing to dedicate the rest of my life to. I can go along the way and change things. Nobody said I'm gonna, die with the same thing. It's not written in stone because the world is evolving. But start in the direction. I can't be heading east and one day realize, oh, this is what happened to me. I had to do a 180. That took drastic change. If you're heading in the right direction, you can, take exits and change and curve and along what you feel. But definitely find your passion, go dedicate the rest of your life towards living it.
If someone told you you had only 6 more months to live, what would you do?
I would just keep doing more of what I'm doing. I'd probably spend more time taking care of my parents because then, I'd regret not being there for them as much as I would. And I owe a lot of what I am to them and to all the sacrifices that they've made. So in a way, we're all running and they're pushing me, but I know I owe them a lot more. No matter how much I do, I'll never do them enough.
So is a good home, strong parents, supporting parents, is that the foundation of everything?
Funny you're asking that today. I was talking to somebody about the fact that many of the successful people that I've interviewed, at the deep end of the story of their success, there was a pivoting moment, and that pivoting moment had to do with an interaction with their mom or their dad. And if I could track that whole story and take out that part, they wouldn't be who they are. One interaction with a mom or dad.
Which one is yours?
Good one. It was probably a lot of clashes with my dad that made me become more adamant on manifesting my passion and my belief in life, because my dad had a picture of what he wanted me to be and what he wanted me to do, and he had his aspirations. He wanted me to be next to him all my life and all of this, and we would clash a lot about directions, about things, about all of what to do in life, and that caused me to go my own way. So in a way, by him clashing with me more, that actually pushed me away from him, and that made me go and figure out my own way in life. Otherwise, I'd probably be still living under his wing and I wouldn't know who I am. I discovered who I am because of what happened between us, and I owe it to these interactions. I mean, we're great friends now and we talk and all of this, but as a teenager, you're talking, between the ages of 16 up to early 20s, it was a lot of headbutting because I was trying to be me and he wanted me to be somebody else to what he believed was right for him and what he saw from the world. And this is where I learned is also, you don't know, you just got to allow people to discover who they are and manifest who they are.
Moustafa Hamwi, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Life starts at the end of your comfort zone. Very good. I like that talk. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I always say, live passionately.
We will.
Thanks.